let's derive from first principles of binary mechanics, which is basically an updated version of quantum theory with the addition of quantization of space-time and energy. Let's derive the zero electron electric dipole moment from first principles of binary mechanics, more specifically, the binary mechanical model of space. In the physics literature, you'll see many expressions where one measured constant, such as Planck's constant, speed of light, the elementary charge E, and others, expressed in terms of other measured physical constants. These are not derivations based upon first principles. You cannot have on the other side of the equation any measured physical constants there, otherwise you're not really deriving them from first principles. So if you're expressing a particular constant, Planck's constant, speed of light, electric charge, or whatever, in terms of other measured constants, it's by definition not a derivation of the value of that constant from first principles. Now let's look at the paper Zero Electron Dipole Moment in the Journal of Binary Mechanics in 2015. A previous article, which was published in 2011, first presented the hypothesis that the electric dipole moment, EDM, of the electron equals zero. Two, it cited confirmation by a London group led by Joni Hudson, which reported measurements with increased precision of the electric dipole moment. An EDM not statistically different than zero with a high degree of confidence. And third, that 2011 article questioned the assumption that this result implied a spherical electron shape, without any consideration that other shapes could yield the same zero EDM result. The figure shows three negatively charged objects, the white circles, on a plane and equidistant from the orthogonal spin axis, the gray circle here, which is orthogonal to the image plane. And these negatively charged M-type bits rotate counterclockwise in the electron bit cycle. You might want to look at the previous video, first ever derivations of basic constants from first principles, which provides background on quantized space. Now a second independent research lab dubbed ACME, headquartered at Harvard, has confirmed the hypothesis again with even greater precision, reporting a very small EDM, further decreasing the probability that a small yet non-zero EDM may be readily demonstrable. The zero electron EDM prediction was based upon the postulates of binary mechanics with a physical interpretation of its quantized space and nothing else. That's what we call a derivation of a constant in physics based upon first principles. Let's discuss this by reviewing first some of the basic background. Time quantization meant that all physical processes designated bit operations occur in steps of an absolute minimum time interval named a tick, presently estimated to be in the approximate order of magnitude of 10 to the minus 25 seconds. And that is one of the primary constants in binary mechanics. If this were not enough, energy was also quantized in a new manner by postulating that the energy residing in a single quantized size d cube volume is restricted to a binary value 0 or 1, where 1 represents the absolute maximum energy per bit locus cube by removing the seconds value from Planck's constant, which is a product of energy times seconds. The symbol d for length or size is now referred to in later literature with a capital L, and it's a primary length constant. Therefore, the energy density in any binary mechanical state vector consisting of binary bits 0 or 1 distributed in a spatial volume representing any physical system or objects can be expressed independently of event time duration or frequency considerations. Something to think about. Just like that, the basic mass central to quantum mechanical expressions may be seen as inadequate. Only an approximation of real physical systems, or the state vector thereof, which is the binary mechanical bit function, and processes, the time development operators, which in binary mechanics are called bit operations, at the level of fineness treated by binary mechanics where only integer values of state vector position and content and integer increments in position and or time intervals in operators are allowed. In short, quantum mechanical wave functions with non-integer position coordinates and infinitesimal operators with respect to position or time are both obsolete for heuristic purposes, especially for studies involving very short distances and time intervals. A bubble or ring? The present report advances this story favorably one more step, as two independent labs have now provided rather credible support for the binary mechanical prediction of zero electron EDM. In 2011, a motivation for the Hudson et al. London group was to describe electron shape, while in 2014, the ACME Harvard group was concerned with a smaller limit, quote unquote, for possible electron EDM, which might then exclude some proposals in the literature. On the other hand, the present premise is that the enduring scientific merit of the reports of these groups lies in the confirmation of zero electron EDM hypothesis derived from the binary mechanical model of space. This premise may be easily supported. The London group assumed, apparently without question, that zero electron EDM clearly implies or demonstrates spherical electron shape. Indeed, their abstract states that their, quote, result consistent with zero indicates that the electron is spherical at this improved level of precision, close quote. And the secondary physics news media blindly accepted this interpretation hook, line, and sinker as their graphic artist rushed to produce illustrations of beautiful, perfect spheres supposed to represent the electron particle. Why? Is it that somebody told them the electron is either a point or a sphere? Well, yes. On the other hand, even a pre-college student versed in elementary geometry can quickly describe a number of other object designs that would also qualify as, quote, perfect spinning tops, close quote, that would also yield zero EDM measurements. Evidently, the London group appears to be stronger on the experimentalist compared to the theorist side of science. Meanwhile, a stated objective of the Harvard group was increased electron EDM measurement precision, which might then allow or exclude certain extensions of the standard model in physics. Consider that all of these extended models assume continuous space-time without any known justification other than convention or tradition. Therefore, it might be argued that these standard model extensions had already been excluded by the unwarranted assumption of continuous space-time. With an awesome number of 17 investigators as co-authors, one might wonder if even one has questioned this assumption or presented any justification for it beyond what mom and pop have said and done previously. Outsourced laboratory work. A growing number of physicists studying binary mechanics are no doubt grateful to the London and Harvard groups for producing excellent work which may both exclude some physical theories and include binary mechanics, where all we've done is add to quantum theory the quantization of space, time, and energy. Thank you for your attention. Have a good day. Bye-bye.